Welcome. So the training that we'll be doing will be in 2-week blocks. So I'll give you a program for each 2 weeks. Some of the exercises will definitely overlap because they require a lot more than 2 weeks to really get the results from, especially the internal training. For example, the quad squats I usually find takes a year. So a year of something that looks quite simple when you can pick up relatively easy in a few minutes. It takes about a year for the body to unwind, to open up properly. So the internal training, it's like your body unpacks itself over time, like a layer by layer opening up from inside. Okay, so you can have all the mechanics there, it's looking pretty good, but after month, you find it feels different. It feels different, it feels better, it feels better, I feel more loose, more relaxed, more power, the structure's better, there's more depth of power as well in the legs. Okay, so so internal training, it unpacks itself over time. Okay, and that's just the nature of what it is. The internal training, the external training, you can get results, can appear to get results much faster. Okay, so we'll do it in 2-week blocks. So you're learning the skill of that exercise, which is to help develop your body. So each part of your body will train and strengthen, make it loose, really get your mind connecting into that part, and then moving everything as one unit. That's what we're looking for. So the unit has to be moved through the waist first, so there'll be a massive emphasis on getting the waist turning, getting that moving and opening and freeing up, which will have a big impact upon your lower back, thoracic spine, and even the neck as well. So with major areas of tension and pain in people, so that really develops that quite well. So 2-week blocks, then we're moving towards a longer term program. So maybe you're doing a 12-week program with me, or 6-week or 8-week, whatever we determine that you need or you want, but it'll be 2-week stints that we'll do it in. So if we're looking at 12 weeks, it's quite a long time to maintain motivation. Okay, or even 6 weeks is still a long time to maintain motivation. At 2 weeks, work on this, knowing there'll be something extra to progress onto, and also deepen what you already have. So we're building all the time. The martial arts training, what's so good about martial arts training in terms of fitness is that you're developing a useful skill all the time. So martial arts is essentially agility training. When someone is learning what we call bioabilities, which is forms of fitness, so flexibility, dynamic flexibility, strength, all different kinds of strength, endurance strength, absolute strength, power, explosive strength, speed strength. These are all different bioabilities, cardiovascular fitness. These are abilities or underlying fitness traits that skills have been built upon. Okay. When we're looking at building these kind of things, it has to be done slowly, particularly with development of the skills. So what that means is basically, if we rush into developing agility movements too fast, you're definitely going to overload a tendon or overload some part of your body. Okay. So we need to build in slow movements there first. This is what every session will start with, slow movement, so you get the movement pattern. So you connect in with the nervous system, connect limb to torso, torso to each segment of the rib, that kind of thing, into the waist, connecting to the ground. So when you're moving, your body starts to move as a unit. All right. So agility training is always end stage in rehabilitation. So if someone injures themselves, they'll get flexibility training first, and they get strength training, speed training, endurance training, power training, and then they'll get into agility training, agility is essentially whole body movements that are fast. So things like hurdling, jumping, long jump, running, like sprinting. For martial arts, it's pretty much every movement that we do that's fast. It requires agility, so your body has to have that ability to have that spring or elastic energy in it. This is the kind of force running through your body that, if your body isn't trained or conditioned properly, will damage your body. Okay. So we're going to build this up very slowly. So so things like punches, elbows. So if we're doing this kind of thing, so we're trying to get power out of the elbow. So everything has to lock on. My waist, the pec has to lock in here. So part of it's learning the movement pattern for that. But if my chest isn't ready for that, or my waist isn't ready, I probably can't develop power for one, but I can definitely injure where the tendon and muscle link in together. Okay, because it hasn't been used that way before. So we're going to build this up slowly. I don't want you to get injured. All right. Injury means that you have to back off training a certain degree. You can develop other things. That's part of what I do. You develop other parts. You'll deepen your foundation. But that one exercise, if you cannot get injured and keep it moving forward, wow, it's going to get much better results. So my teacher, one of my teachers in China, he said little by little, every day, little by little. So it appears not very much when you're progressing, but that little by little over, days, weeks, months, years is a massive thing. And he'd been training for 40 years, was one of the highest trained monks at the Shaolin Temple. His power was amazing, but his Qigong is sort of his main thing there. So little by little is so important. All right. So I want to keep you safe. We'll develop slowly and gradually build it up. Build it up. We need to have the build-up progression. All right. Thanks, guys.